welcome to Pete and Hannah's Watch List. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for AFI Redux, where we are trying to create the greatest AFI list of all time. And it's a great bit of planning for myself, moi.
True.
So we're doing the 1939 movie, Wuthering Heights. It comes out the same week as the other Wuthering Heights, a new one by Emerald Fennell.
Kismet.
This guy's good. I'm good. I'm good at this. I'm good at this.
It's the second time he's done this. So
why are we doing this? This is movie number 73 on the AFI original list. Didn't make the second one. And it also became 15 in Passions of the AFI. So there you go. 15.
Hot tamale.
Have you seen this movie before, Hannah?
No.
Not this version, but are you a Wuthering Heights fan?
I'm a fan of it, but I've seen probably a lot of authors I've read / watched movies of that inspired by Wuthering Heights. Like,
sure.
Twilight was kind of, Eclipse was inspired by it.
Yes.
The After books were majorly inspired by it, and a few others. It's probably one of the most, it's right up there.
Yep.
With the most, people take from this one a lot.
Where did we watch this movie? We watched it on Amazon, and the reason why we watched it on Amazon is because it's a United Artists film, and they have the back catalogue, don't they?
They do.
They do. Hannah, are you an Emily Bronte fan?
I would choose Emily Bronte over
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Really?
I know Jane Eyre is like the classic,
Wow.
and other ones, and the other sister. Yeah, but I think Emily, she had one great book.
Yeah. Well, for those that don't
owns.
know, they were sisters. And
Yes.
Emily died not successful, and the book later became successful. Charlotte was successful.
Yeah.
Was successful. That Jane Eyre book, man, that sold some copies. Now, you either a Jane or an Emily. Which one?
You mean, yeah, I'm definitely Emily.
Yeah.
Bronte. I think we saw a really weird movie called Emily, which
with Emma Mackey. I was just about to bring that up. Emma
Yes.
Mackey, she's great in that movie.
and it's a strange
She's a really good
telling
actress, actually.
of Emily's last couple of years.
Yeah.
It is weird, but you get a sense that she was kind of a wild child.
For sure.
And
this book.
Wuthering Heights is just really out there,
Yeah.
ahead of its time. Even now, it's
Yeah.
people think of it as
when the book came out in
worth it.
1847, seriously.
that's risque, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
still even now. Oy,
Okay,
jeez.
so they've made this movie many times. Now,
Movies.
okay, let's just put it out there. Emerald Fennell's in the movie. It's quite controversial because Heathcliff, who is depicted in the book as a gypsy.
Dark. He's considered dark. That's what they call him.
Yeah, but he's like...
It's ambiguous, so you don't actually know.
He's like a gypsy, and gypsy is the Romanian, so it is a...
Oh, it's someone of colour.
Yeah,
It's
it's
supposed
definitely...
to be.
Now...
Every other...
This is not the first time this has happened. 39, Laurence Olivier plays Heathcliff. There's a 70s version.
70s?
Timothy Dalton.
There's a Timothy Dalton one.
There's a 90s version that Ralph Fiennes plays it.
There's a Tom Hardy 2-part miniseries.
Yeah.
There is so many versions.
This means made in movies. This means made in TV show.
I think there's only been one of where a person of colour, and I think it was in 2011 maybe.
That's right.
Yeah, that happens. I think most what people take from this storyline is probably the romance and the drama. And because he's supposed to be seen as very Welsh, he's raised that way. I think instead of interpreting him as, his actual what he is in the book, because it's supposed to add another layer as to why Heathcliff is, he's kind of outcast from society. Yeah. And so
for me,
people don't focus on that.
For me, it is important to represent people properly, and it is important, but. Back in 1939, when we were reviewing this movie,
it is unsure whether he's playing a person of color or not.
Yeah. And back then, it happened a lot. So we are full eyes open, and I just thought we'd just bring that up at the start. Okay, this movie is directed by the great William Wyler. We've had him on the list a couple of times.
Yeah.
Ben-Hur on the original list, and also Best Years of Our Lives. This guy is one of the goats of American cinema. Unbelievable director. What a legend. You got Charles MacArthur, famous for His Girl Friday. Great film. Ben Hecht, who was great friends with Malkowitz, who was sort of like the ghostwriter that became the writer of Citizen Kane. And they were a bit of, let's just say, liked a little bit of a drink. You know who helped write this movie? But uncredited?
Yes.
John Huston, which we have many times on this list. As we said, it was based on the 1847 novel Emily Bronte, and it was produced by the great Samuel Goldwyn. Guess who the cinematographer was?
Oh, tell me.
Greg Toland. Had him on the list multiple times, including the great Citizen Kane. He is one of the best. We also had him for Best Years of Our Lives, and also the great Raph. So, what a legend. Yeah. Edited by Daniel Mandan, who also did Porgy and Bess. Alfred Newman won 9 Academy Awards. He did the music. One of the biggest legends of Hollywood. Did How Green Was My Valley, Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Mark of Zorro, Anastasia, The Diary of Anne Frank, How of the West Is Won, The Greatest Story Ever Told, All About Eve. Man. So he was a legend, and the music is pretty good in this as well. Samuel Goldwyn was the production company, and United Artists, as I've already said, is the distributor. This movie came out on March 24th, 1939, and it has a runtime of 103 minutes, which is very similar to Emma Fennell's, because I think it's a shot-for-shot remake, really.
Why not?
The box office was 624,000. Now, 39. We have done this so many times.
Tough year. This is one of the best years in cinema.
What have we done? What have we done it for? Well, we did it for Mr. Goes Washington. We also did it for Gone with the Wind. And we also did it for Wizard of Oz. So let's name the top 10. Now, remember, Wizard of Oz wasn't a success straight away. It was a slow burn. But it became one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Off that slow burn. But the highest grossing movie ever. Still this day, just for inflation, unbelievable, is Gone with the Wind. Drums of Along the Mohawk was 10. The Women, 9. The Rains Came, 8. Dodge City, 7. Goodbye, Mr. Chips, 6. The Wizard of Oz, number 5. One of Hannah's greatest films of all time. Babes in Arms, 4. Jesse James. Love a Jesse James film. 2. Miss Smith Goes Washington is one of my favourite movies of all time. And Gone with the Wind, which is a classic.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
What did you want me to say?
No, it is a classic.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can say about it.
Sure.
At the time, it was like the best movie of all time.
Babes.
At that time.
Okay. Before we get on to some of the differences between the novel and the movie, cast. Merle Oberon. Now, originally, this was made for her. It was her vehicle. Okay?
Oh, strange.
And, but it nearly didn't become her film because Laurence Olivier beat out Douglas Fairbanks, Robert Newton, Ronald Colman to get the role of Heathcliff. And when he came on board, who did you think he wanted as the Kathy? Vivian Leigh, babes. But Vivian Leigh had another job, and it was Gone with the Wind. So they kept Merle Oberon. Merle Oberon worked all the way until the 1970s. Yeah. Had a great career, but never got to the heights
of Vivian Leigh.
Yeah. Laurence Olivier as Heathcliff. Okay. We only saw him once on the AFI Revisited, and that was for Spartacus, which is the movie directed by Stanley Kubrick, which he had named Scrub off the thing, and starred Kirk Douglas. Laurence Olivier, considered one of the greatest Shakespearean actors of all time. Yeah. Directed and starred in the title role of Hamlet, and did a lot of Poirot stuff, and he was.
He's a real.
Yeah, he married Vivian Leigh. Also married the great Joan Plowright. played sort of like a baddie in a lot of movies toward the end of his life, including Marathon Man with the great Dustin Hoffman. But yeah, it's surprising he's not actually on the revisited list, other than a small role in Spartacus. But anyway, another person we didn't get on the original list, David Niven. Now, David Niven starred in Casino Royale, which is the first book of the James Bond.
Yeah.
But it wasn't,
the one that everyone remembers.
Due writing. He also starred in a great movie called How to Steal a Million with Audrey Hepburn. Great character actor.
Yeah.
I think he was pigeonholed as like sort of the cat burglar sort of actor, sort of thing like that. The great David Niven. Another big actor that played Isabel Linton in this is Geraldine Fitzgerald. She was a actor in a lot of stuff. Donald Crisp, which we had recently on the list for The Bounty, Mutiny on the Bounty. He also was, as I said before, National Velvet, Elizabeth Taylor's father. Mum. Okay, so differences between the book and the film. Now, the book was divided into 2 volumes, the first involving Kathy and Heathcliff, and the second involving Heathcliff's interactions with Kathy's daughter, also called Catherine. Heathcliff's son with Elizabeth. And in the second volume, thus the children's stories is omitted. Because the film cuts a large amount, some of the characters have been shifted and omitted, and there's... I wonder if that's going to happen again. Probably. Catherine is the primary female resident. In general, Heathcliff's apparent contact with Cathy's spirit and his subsequent death is preserved as the ending of the film, although it takes place sooner in time and somewhat in a different way. So there's the differences between the book
it basically
and the film.
Cuts out the second half and just follows the storyline of the first half of of Heathcliff and Kathy's life until Kathy eventually passes.
This film is one of those ones where you've got a lot of GOAT people working on this film. You've got like a great actor, you got a great director, you got a great cinematography, you got great music. Like now, this movie would be like a great book. This is like the Odyssey of its time. And you know what the funny thing was?
It's up against the other.
It's up against Gone with the Wind. And
it's the Odyssey of its time.
Do you know what I mean? Like
the 2 other greatest adaptations.
So when I reckon at the start of the year when they were doing these movies, right, and the trades would have been Variety and all that stuff would have been writing about. I reckon this would have been the movie of the year. You know
what's crazy about all 3 of the adaptations that you just brought up?
Yep.
All of them are very different to their actual source material.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind is highly more inappropriate than it is film-wise. And Wizard of Oz is it's a different story.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not a fictional world that's in a dream. So it is crazy that we get so caught up in adaptations when they literally would just make them up as they go.
Yeah.
And cut out things.
It's funny how the 3 best movies of that year, Wuthering Heights, Wizard of Oz, and Gone with the Wind, some of the best filmmakers of all time making them.
I know. In that same year.
It's just amazing.
It
is the golden years of Hollywood. Critic reaction of this movie at the time. Okay, Frank S. Nugent, which we've had many times on the list, called it a strong and sober film. Yeah. I agree.
Okay, yeah.
Harrison reports that the acting, direction, and the production are all excellent, but the story is somber and cheerless. The most persons will leave the theatre depressed. John Masher of The New Yorker wrote, "No screen version of Wuthering Heights could ever touch the heart so closely. I am sure, as does the reading of the printed page, yet Goldwyn production approximates the quality of the fierce, tempestuous love story, a force one might never have expected. Seldom has the tone of a great novel been so faithfully reproduced by movie people." That's pretty good.
Strange, yeah.
Yep. Wuthering Heights was placed 4th on the Film Daily's year-end national poll, 4th best movie of the year.
Wow.
I wonder what the top 4 was. Yep. It would have been Gone with Mrs. Smith Goes to Washington and Wizard of Oz. I reckon that would have been.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
That There you go.
It's a pretty good top 4, I would say. It's a great top 4. And Capra doing
Capra.
Man, what a year.
I know.
They don't make him like that
And now
anymore.
we're like fighting against two directors this year. And when, this year, actually, I would say there's a lot of great people working.
Yeah.
Some of the movies aren't as great, but the people are.
All right, so Gone with the Wind swept the awards. The only award that Wuthering Heights won was actually one of the awards that Gone with It couldn't win. It was Best Cinematography for Black and White, and Greg Tolan won. So, legend.
Yes.
So it was nominated for Outstanding Production, Director, Actor, Supporting Actress. No actress nomination for Mel Oberon.
She was
Best Art Direction. He was a great member of the Art Direction, and Best Original Score. So there you go. So the Academy Awards, we've gone through this many times, but Gone with the Wind. So Robert Donut for Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Laurence Olivier winning only one Academy Award, I'm pretty sure. And I think it was for Rebecca. Let me just check that.
Yeah, double check that.
I think he lost 7 times. So
Yeah.
he was, yeah.
Oh, it's tough. He's choosing, like, if you go through his filmography, he's like Shakespearean or very, page to screen work. And sometimes it's just tough. You're getting to years where it's like
Sometimes it's just tough.
sometimes, like Wuthering Heights.
Sometimes it's just tough. Is that
Arguably,
what you're saying?
Wuthering Heights in another year could have swept,
Yeah.
but it's up against some of the best films.
Sometimes it's just tough.
Sometimes it's tough.
Just tough.
He had a tough time, kind of like Leo.
He actually won for Hamlet. So there you go.
Oh,
he was
gave it to
nominated
him.
for Rebecca. Also nominated for Henry V. He was nominated for Richard III. He
Yeah.
was nominated for The Entertainer. He was nominated for Othello. He was nominated for Sleuth, which is a sort of
What do you call it?
use your words, Pete. It was sort of like a knockoff of
Big time.
sort of a knockoff of those great Agatha Christie novels.
Ah, yes.
Sleuth. It was Laurence Olivier versus Michael Caine.
I'm going to be honest. I'd be for
It was
Michael
a
Caine.
battle of wits.
Michael Caine any day of the week.
Sleuth. That's what we'll talk about. And also, he was nominated for Boys from Brazil.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. The great Laurence of Olivier. Hannah.
Yes.
Reaction for this film at this time. Recently, 7.5 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes was 96, and Letterboxd 3.6. Hannah.
Yes.
Every Thursday on the channel, we do a segment called Hot Takes Clickbait. And what is your hot take for clickbait for Wuthering Heights?
Man, oh man, this film, so controversial.
So controversial.
I think it's just controversial because
I think this movie's good though.
this movie just...
I enjoyed watching this movie.
You know what mine is that adaptations of books are hard.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah. Especially when they're beloved.
Especially, that's what it is. We had this year, 3 of the greatest adapted movies who change how, they're so different. They're all different from the novels.
Yep.
And they help create an image for that you would never... Wizard of Oz is quite different from the novel. It keeps kind of the essence. And I think that's more important, to keep the essence of the book alive. So when people watch the film, because film is... people are drawn to film. Watch the film, they'll discover the book. So many people are discovering the book for the first time because there's a new movie coming out.
That's true.
And people are talking about it and bringing it up. And I think adaptations are hard because you want to please the fans, but you have to change it and adapt it so an audience can understand it without having to know every single bit of lore. They cut out the children aspect, which is a completely different section. It also gets super weird because, stuff is weird.
Do you think also that...
And they don't go in as dark as the book does.
Do you think also...
Full light.
This is my hot take, right?
Yeah, what do you want to go?
My hot take is, and it's just piggybacking off yours, because that's what I do here. Hannah has all the great ideas. I come in and I just tweak them a little bit and make them my own.
I make them my own, and better.
No, I didn't say Hannah. I didn't say better. I said I tweak them and make them my own. Doesn't mean they're better. Hannah,
Yes.
my thing is, if they would have done this movie, right, for the first time now, it would have just got so much vitriol, just like Emerald Fennell's version. Doesn't matter, it was made by William Wyler, one of the greatest directors of all time. Doesn't matter that it stars Sir Laurence Olivier, one of the greatest actors of all time. It doesn't matter all those things, because people now, you know, are so, it has to be like the book. It has to be like this. Yes. It has to be like this, you know?
They can't, I will.
I think it's really important, like, this is a fictional book. It's not a true story. And I think if we had the scrutiny back in 1939 of all the things that are coming out, like, people didn't, you know, people just went and saw a movie. They didn't read the trades, and didn't, you know, there wasn't a mean podcast about what's coming out, and, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's the back and forth.
It's like so analysed and over-analysed, you know.
Like the percentage of Rotten Tomato score affects your viewing of the movie.
People would have gone to this movie and went, oh, it's a William Wyler film, I'm going to go see it. You know, William Wyler had done a couple of good movies before this movie, and like they didn't know Sir Laurence Olivier because he was from Britain. Same with Mel Oberon. And so you got like,
or maybe you heard the novel, because the novel.
I think that's what it would have been. It would like they made me read this in school, you know.
Or it's that.
You know, so like, oh, this is done by Charlotte Bronte's sister. I'm going to go see that. I read Jane Eyre. This should be good. And then you get in there and you go, oh, what's going on? I just think people are going, oh, you know, the vitriol here against Emerald Fennell. Like, I think it would have been the same vitriol if William Wyler produced this movie. Now, I'm not saying that
it shouldn't be.
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I am definitely not saying that she hasn't got a lot of gunk because she's a woman. I'm not saying that at all, because
no.
I think it has got a little bit out of hand.
A lot of people also forgot, we're talking about the same director that gave us Promising Young Woman and Saltburn. Mm-hmm. Saltburn's a little bit over the top. But I think Promising Young Woman, I'm like,
well, when Promising Young Woman came out, I don't think people thought that was a dark comedy, but it was. It was a dark comedy.
But like, also, it dealt with the seriousness of that kind of.
Well, Emerald Fennell's roots are in comedy. Like, I think she did a last season of Killing Eve and stuff. Like, she's, you know, and like Saltburn is definitely comedy. Oh, like, that movie is fun.
It's dark.
Like, it'd be interesting to see if this movie. I don't think this movie's going to be funny.
I think this is going to be over the top, but this is going to be more tiered towards people who grew up with like Twilight and 50 Shades, like how modern dark gothic romance is now. Like, that's what she's gunning for.
I would say that you are as excited for this movie as you were for like the Wicked film. Yeah. You love Emerald Fennell.
I think she's just such an interesting. Visually, I love her visual style. Yeah. It's so edible for me. I just love it. But I think it's just, I know. I was upset because I was like, Jacob Elordi, you know, we're not going to, that's a weird choice. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, I know what she's doing. Yeah. Like, she's making her dark gothic romance that she always wanted. And she probably worked with Jacob Elordi and was like, he's really good here. And that's what I noticed with all the other adaptions of this novel. It's just that they were chosen because they're like the great, like, I think Ralph Fiennes, that was his first like major role that he took. And he became Ralph Fiennes. Like, I think from Wuthering Heights he gets Schindler's List. Yeah,
that's true.
And so it's
do you know?
Really interesting.
Yeah, it's sort of like a rite of passage for the young actors, upcoming actors. It's actually quite different that he was selected because he's probably, you know, at the time he's probably well known. You know, more than the other, you know, Timothy Dalton, more than Olivier, more than Ralph Fiennes before, you know, getting this role. So, yeah. Yeah,
so it's just an interesting perspective. I think definitely with everyone's interpretation of it, they've gone for the feeling of the romance. Yeah. But there's a lot of themes to this book. And it's just interesting to always have different adaptations of it.
I don't want to get into the review for this movie, but if this if this Emerald Fennell movie is like this
one.
version, I'll be happy with it because I thought this movie was really cool.
I think this movie is exactly what people want from romance movies. This is what people want. And I know people get, I don't want... No,
what do you think of Olivia's...
You do want to watch hot people just stare at each other for 2 hours. That's what you want to do.
Do you think Olivier's hot?
I think Olivia's doing his job in this movie. I want to say I find him attractive, but he gives the Heathcliff.
Is it Heathcliff as a character is wooden, or was it his performance? I'd seen him in other stuff, and I'd seen him in other stuff, and he was
probably wooden.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't as wooden as this. Like he's a bit of hoity. Yeah, he's a bit of hoity. He's a bit of hoity-toity. I would say, you could definitely. He's a tea drinker.
He's a tea drinker.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you. But I don't know. It was a bit wooden. I thought.
No, but I think Heathcliff is kind of a wooden character because the only time he feels, in perspective of these films, the only time he feels passion is with Catherine. It's with Kathy. Like that's the only time he's happy.
Yeah.
And so when he gets on his revenge arc, which this movie is about petty revenge when an ex leaves you for someone else, and so this is what happens.
A couple of traits in this movie, and these are my favorite rom-com or romantic movie
drama.
Romantic movie traits. One, it's about rich people. It just makes it better. It makes it the spoon.
It's the
spoon
drama
sugar
of it all because
spoon of sugar goes down. And you know the other thing?
Yeah.
Lack of communication in this movie could have been solved really easy with just staying a little bit longer.
The classic overhearing of a conversation, but not the whole conversation.
Yeah, it's classic for a reason.
Is the same in the novel.
It's 100%. It's 100%.
She wrote it.
Like it's like. Yeah, if you just got to have one conversation with somebody, and your life turns out totally different.
You need to have like a bare bones. Like, what do you want from this? What do you want from this relationship?
It is one of my favorite traits. Okay, let's go to Pete and Hannah's review, and let's start with the scene breakdown, brought to you by Hannah, who does this so good.
I will say, I'll try to get through this, but it's very stuff is happening all the time, but it's just people googling each other for.
Don't go in depth, because I've got some big takes.
I've
got some big takes in this, so.
All right. So we start on a winter's night where a man seeks shelter from the bitter cold. I just add that.
I want to start.
Yeah.
I want to start with two things, right? Is this the moors, right? The moors.
Yeah.
It's the moors. So is this supposed to be picturesque?
The moors is like.
Or is it supposed to be a shithole?
It's like.
Part of my French.
It's okay.
Well, we know Wuthering Heights is a bit dilapidated when we first meet it, right?
Yeah. Think of it's the alone and emptiness, but that kind of It's London. It's England.
It's England.
It's England.
It's England.
It's England. What did you expect?
Oh no! It just looks like a crap hole.
No, well. Yeah. I think it's just more so the wistful loneliness of it all.
Sweeping plains, No,
I will say when I
and it's their favorite part, I don't want to skip ahead, but the favorite part of this. No. The favorite part of their thing where they get together in the moors, it's just rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
That's all they have.
Continue. I've got many takes.
Anyway, this is the man Lockwood. He introduces himself to his cranky old landlord, which is Mr. Heathcliff.
Back then, it was considered you would stop by, you get someone to take you in. No way you'd do that now. No way.
Oh yeah, no, but that's what Barbarian was.
No, I'm just exactly.
Lockwood needs a place for the night because it's pretty bad out there. The servant gives him the old bridal suite, the old ladies' room.
I would say you give a stranger a room and it's got a hole in the window and it's cold.
This place sucks. No, this place sucks.
It's classic, yeah.
Later,
I love how he covers the hole with his hat.
Yeah.
Classic.
Later, Lockwood hears a voice calling.
Classic housekeeping.
It's calling for Heathcliff. Mr. Heathcliff.
But why can Lockwood hear the voice?
Oh, it's just in the book, he reads the journals and it's by Kathy, and then he hears the Kathy voice.
Right.
It's kind of like
it doesn't really go into that in the movies.
But it's like the wind is wistfully, like sometimes you can imagine. Imagine.
Well, I can understand if you're hearing the wind and you've read the journals and then you hear Kathy.
They skip that part.
Well, I think it's
they go for the more imaginary.
I will say this. I think it's a really important part because I was like, why is this guy hearing Kathy? And like,
how does he know his name?
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Heathcliff comes in. Lockwood tells him what's happened. Lockwood tells him what's happened. Heathcliff throws him out. He's like, get out of here. And he hears the Kathy start calling them.
Yeah.
He runs outside and into the moor. And Ellen, the sweet housekeeper, tells Lockwood what's going on. Like that, he's searching for the ghost of Kathy. Heathcliff's great first love calling to him. Ellen begins to tell the tale of Kathy and Heathcliff.
Yeah. Do you think I've been really thinking about the 2 volumes? It makes him more deranged by having the second volume and the things that he gets up to, and it's more believable that he is this deranged.
The interesting part of what the movie can show us, right? Mm-hmm. But what the whole point is that because we're getting the story told from Ellen, we actually don't know. We only getting Ellen's perspective of how deranged this guy is, or how wild.
I just don't believe
Kathy
he's that deranged.
Yeah, he could be.
Well, yeah, for sure. For sure,
he's a petty guy.
Well, who isn't? Speaking to a petty guy himself, but what I'm trying to get at is, I think if you have the second volume and where he gets up to some real dodgy stuff, you believe
you see because there's a lot of
but in this I don't think
there's a lot of abuse in the novel.
I don't
think
that's
just not seen in
I don't
films.
think the payoff is there where you actually see he's like, is he deranged just because he lost his love? Maybe.
But these people are pretty crazy because they're alone in the moors. There's no one. There's nothing around there. There's no village or town. There's just them. Yep. She recounts her time working for the Ershaws. Mm-hmm. Ellen was taking care of the young children. Mr. Ursha brings a young boy alone with him.
Yeah.
This is little Heathcliff.
They really made him up to be dark and sin in this.
Dark in this bit. Yeah. Immediately the kids think he's dirty and they don't like him. Father tells them to share.
Well, both come off at the start here.
Hindley.
Well, she's not much better.
She's not much better. Yeah. Like, Kathy and Heathcliff actually become close friends.
For suresies.
They race on horseback together. They're having little fun times. But Hindley doesn't like nor respect him. Because he's become the favorite in the family. And so, he even, bashes the guy with a rock.
I really don't.
He throws a rock at Heathcliff, and Heathcliff, from that moment on, is like, "You're on my list." He starts a list, and he begins. Hindley is on the top.
I just don't like him. I just don't like Hindley.
Yeah, no, Hindley's a bad guy.
Yeah,
because unfortunately, Mr. Ursha dies.
Well, they do.
Comes down with a sickness.
Well, they do. Like, he comes home from picking up Heathcliff, and he comes home with a cough. And that's the 1847 version of showing symptoms.
So Hindley has to take over. Mm-hmm. And he immediately sends Heathcliff to work in the stables.
Yeah, for
sure.
You
are not allowed in here. You're a stable hand.
And he becomes a drunk straight away.
Oh, yeah.
At the age of, 14.
Yeah. 10 years passed. Mm-hmm. After unpleasant dinner with Hindley, Kathy sneaks out.
Yep.
Hindley tries to belittle Heathcliff, who just completely is a statue, says nothing. Mm-hmm. Then after Hindley rides off, Heathcliff races to the moor to secretly meet with Kathy.
Just a bunch of boulders, guys.
Are seen to be in passionate love, Yeah. Kathy does feel incredibly trapped by Hindley and the circumstances they're in. They hear beautiful music playing. A party.
Do you think Kathy is only infatuated with Heathcliff because of just how terrible her life is.
I think it's...
And she was just waiting for
it's a little bit...
excuse to get out of there.
She wants a cake and she wants to eat it too because she wants the safety and that richness brings and that Edgar brings, but she is a wild spirit that is belonging, that feels like she belongs with Heathcliff because they are two of the same. It's like an interesting torn between two places. They sneak to the backyard of the Linden family.
Yep.
Kathy wishes that could be them one day, you know. The dogs go to attack them.
Yeah.
As they try to run away.
Yeah.
They attack Kathy's legs.
Yeah.
Heathcliff tries to defend them, but the party intervenes, separate Kathy from Heathcliff.
Yeah.
It looks pretty dodgy. Kathy tells Heathcliff he's got to go.
Yeah.
You know, he's disturbing the mood.
Yeah, yeah.
And
then she's like there forever.
And he kind of then takes this moment to vow vengeance on everyone there because you're tearing us apart.
Yeah.
Basically.
I love that.
Kathy stays with the Linton family for months, finally returning home with Edgar Linton, you know. Upon seeing Heathcliff, Kathy mocks him in front of Edgar.
She's such a biatch.
Immediately. Because she's dressed like a fine rich lady. Yeah. You know, life's changed for her. Heathcliff leaves, and when Kathy and Edgar are alone, he insults him behind his back. Kathy becomes immediately enraged, defends Heathcliff. Yeah. Edgar leaves.
Yeah, she
she's
turns very quickly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she's really doesn't know herself.
There's no Kathy.
Dresses herself down.
She's all in or nothing.
Yeah, back to her usual self. Runs to the mall to see Heathcliff. She apologizes, and he worries that he's going to lose her to this lavish world that she's become attached to. Yep. When Edgar is coming for dinner, Kathy dresses up, changes her attitude again. Yep. Heathcliff comes in, only for Kathy to call him a filthy stable boy. Yeah. That's brutal, Heathcliff, in rage, slaps Kathy. Yeah. Leaves in shock.
More than once, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the filthy hands, and it's quite shocking. He's really, he's lost.
Quite shocking?
He's really shocked by it, that he would do that to her.
Yeah.
He's really...
I don't think it was shock. I don't think it was shock.
I think there's a little bit of shock there.
Nah, I think... I really think that...
he's upset. I think it's shock.
I think he has no way of being able to express his feelings, and he's only been shown one way from Linton.
Hindley.
From Hindley.
Because
Hindley's throwing rocks at him. And so the only way
a lot of other stuff, but we don't know.
The only way he's ever taught is to show emotion is to act out. I'm not saying... I'm 100%. I'm not saying that it's not good,
right.
But I don't think it's surprising at all because he's only ever shown violence.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wild himself. He leaves in shock. Mm-hmm. He goes to the stable and he actually injures his hand, punches it through the window. When Edgar finally leaves after dinner, Ellen tries to help Heathcliff. Kathy, excited, rushes downstairs to tell Ellen the news.
So she's gonna...
Heathcliff hides, listening to the conversation. Yeah. Kathy says Edgar proposed to her.
Yeah.
Ellen asks if she, was in love with someone else, like a Heathcliff perhaps, only for her to say that it would degrade her to marry someone like him.
How quickly did she turn, though? Yeah. It was 2 seconds later after Heathcliff leaves.
Edgar could give the thing, she wants to get away from Hindley so bad, and Edgar can give that to her, and true. Heathcliff can't. Yeah. That's just the way it is, and she knows that. Yeah. But Heathcliff, upset after hearing this, leaves. Kathy continues talking, only to realise, you know what? Heathcliff and I are the same. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same.
Quickly turning.
She realizes I'll always love Heathcliff. He's my soul.
Classic white girl behavior.
Heathcliff leaves on a horse, realizing what she did. Kathy runs out to the store. Yeah. Try and get him back. The servants are worried, but Edgar and the doctor find Kathy and bring her to his family home. Yeah. After seeing to the doctor and resting at the Urshers, Edgar, still in love with Kathy, proposes once again, and she accepts.
Yeah.
The pair marry not long after.
Yep.
She never speaks of the Heathcliff name again.
Sure.
Years later, at the Lynn home, a guest arrives, and it's Heathcliff. Hey!
This is where the movie loses me.
This is where the revenge plot comes in.
You don't know how he becomes rich.
From the movie's perspective, yes.
Yeah.
But that is also because if you're going through Ellen's, why would Ellen know how he got rich again?
True.
So
you got me there.
There you go.
You got me there.
So welcome in Kathy,
Unreliable
Edgar,
narrator.
and
That's what you're talking about.
Sister Isabel.
Yeah.
Isabella. Heathcliff explains that he came to his fortune after finding his mother, who was an Indian royalty, and his father was from China. It was like an odd story.
Surely give me a scene. Give me one scene. Give me one scene.
Heathcliff, they can't because Laurence Olivier is not.
I know.
Heathcliff mentions he brought Wuthering Heights from Hindley for gambling debts. He's basically keeping Hindley hostage in his own home.
It's funny how that used to happen. Like, you didn't pay back the debts and you get to keep your property.
Yeah.
Like you lost your property.
He leaves. Isabel.
He's buying a fixer-upper.
Isabel,
ain't looking good.
All Kathy and Edgar are just not happy with that he's returned. Isabella is thinking, this guy's a gentleman.
Yeah, all over him.
Hindley at Wuthering Heights, drunk.
I can't wait to see Elodie and Oliver getting it on.
Tries to kill Heathcliff, but not having the guts to do it. Heathcliff mocks him and sends him to the stables, just like he did. A little turn of fate there.
Yeah, classic.
Isabella comes to visit Heathcliff, and she thinks they hit it off. But Heathcliff is just...
he's not enamored with her.
He's like, hello.
No, I've come back for one reason, one reason only.
You were one of the people I sent revenge to. Revenge to.
That's classic.
Heathcliff and Kathy... so later there's a party thrown by the Lintons again.
Sure.
Heathcliff and Kathy can't take their eyes off one another this entire time. He actually pulls her aside, and Kathy makes it clear that she's not the girl he remembers, and then it won't happen. Heathcliff, makes do with Isabella. Kathy ends up confronting Isabella that night about Heathcliff because apparently he wants to propose engagement to her.
Classic.
Kathy spits absolute venom, saying that, you know what, we're going to marry, and to stay away from him.
Wow.
She thinks she's crazy at this point because she doesn't want anyone to have Heathcliff. If she can't have him, no one can, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also knows that, Isabel, you should probably stay away. This guy's kook. Kathy the next morning confronts Heathcliff, only to no use. He's definitely set on his ways. Kathy gets Edgar to stop Isabella, but it's too late, and the pair have already.
Well, still, Heathcliff still doesn't know what, 2 seconds after he left, that Kathy declared her undying love for him.
He still doesn't know. She's not going to tell now. She's married.
Well, just communication's just poor. That's what I'm just saying. It's a great trope.
It turns out Isabella got the short end of the stick. She's in a loveless marriage with Heathcliff. He is not a nice guy.
I could have told you about that.
Yeah, red flags here.
Yeah.
Kind of just abuses her. And Ellen, the maid, comes to fetch Isabella because Kathy is not doing well. She's dying.
Wow.
Heathcliff, he rushes to go to her bedside. Edgar is looking for flowers for Kathy, who talks about the castle on the moors and to get her some stuff. So he goes, and this is the perfect opportunity as he leaves, giving Heathcliff time to rush upstairs to her bedside alone. Kathy opens her eyes to look at Heathcliff. She smiles and says, "Come here." She talks about hoping to see him again. They embrace. She wants to see the moors again. He opens the windows for her. She confesses that how she loved him, and she always loved him. Just that it just wasn't meant to be, kind of.
We just didn't talk about,
We just didn't talk about when it mattered. And unfortunately, as she's standing there with him, watching the moors, she says, "I will be there waiting for you kind of thing. She dies in his arms.
Yeah.
Edgar comes in. Heathcliff puts her on the bed. They're all praying to her, and he's like, I'll pray to you. I pray that you haunt me for the rest of my years. Like, he is like, this is his like kind of vengeance curse. Please haunt me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be part from you.
Yeah.
And to take me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. Crazy. This is when Ellen finishes her story. The doctor actually arrives and tells him that he saw Lockwood with a woman on the moors. But it's just Heathcliff alone up there. And Ellen realizes he saw the ghosts of Heathcliff and Kathy, who now haunt the moors together. A very wistful, wishy-washy ending for the tragic couple.
Wow. Reasons to see this, Hannah.
I mean, bona fide classic.
It is good.
I'd say it's a classic.
It is good. I liked it. Reasons to this. I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's.
Olivier's performance in this. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he's getting better.
I would say it's hard because there are so many different versions that people could watch now, and we haven't obviously seen every version. But I would say that it's probably not as strong. Like, it doesn't go into the second half of the book, and there are other versions that do. And it's not. It's not period accurate either, because
I'm looking forward to what's next week when we talk about
both versions.
It's gonna be good.
This version is very similar to Emerald's, where their costumes aren't period accurate either.
Yeah,
like,
that's
everything
true.
about this movie is not.
Yeah.
It's supposed to romanticize this whole time period. It's not accurate. Like, this movie, you wouldn't say it's accurate, but maybe it gives the essence enough for people to go, I love this. I'll read the book, kind of thing. But it's just not as strong as the other versions, maybe.
Did it deserve to be on the original list?
I think the original list, it made sense.
Yeah, like, well,
it's just
I love when they pick years and they, like, 1939, bang, just have them all. Are you surprised it didn't make the second list? I am, for the Laurence Olivier bit.
Yeah, you would take out Spartacus for this, even though he's not as strong.
Yeah.
But it's just more so a classic.
Would you buy this on Blu-ray if it was available?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you would buy all the copies.
Honestly, after watching this and then going to watch Emerald Fennell's,
You want the Ray
I
Fiennes
kind of
version.
want to watch every single version. I want to watch the Tom Hardy miniseries. I want to watch.
You want the Ray Fiennes.
I want to watch Ralph Fiennes. I want to watch. I can't.
Would you recommend people to
binge.
watch this movie?
Yeah, I really do. If you love this kind of classic literature and love to see adaptations of it, because they're so wildly different.
People should tick off William Wyler films, and this is part of it.
100%.
Would you watch this movie again?
Yep.
And rating for this movie, Hannah?
I think it's a golf clap.
Okay.
I don't think it's as strong for a banger. We're looking at, just look at that year alone. And it does lack, Kathy, she's not as strong as you would hope for as a female protagonist.
What do you think of the chemistry with Kathy and...
They don't really have it.
Yeah.
I think just think Laurence Olivier just standing there like a brick wall works better.
Imagine Olivier and Vivian Leigh in this movie.
Vivian Leigh would have probably outshined everyone.
I would have pondered that.
But she was doing other work.
Well, if you love
stronger work,
you love people talking about Wuthering Heights, we're going to do a lot more of it. We're going to do it tomorrow on Movie News. We'll preview Wuthering Heights, and then next week we will do a episode, What's Next, and we'll cover Wuthering Heights and that as well. Next week on AFI Redux, we continue the search for the ultimate movie, and it is White Savior himself, Kevin Costner, in Dances with Wolves.
Oh, I'm interested. I've never seen.
Wow.
Tell me about
it. Well, it's a movie about a guy that dances with wolves. Well, that'll be
an interesting watch.
Yes, it will be interesting. That will be what we're talking about next week on Pete and Hannah's watch list.
And then we do a top 5 White Savior.
Well, that is my love of guys, Hannah. Long live cinema, and until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.